you're going to evict someone into homelessness, you have to watch out. You have to be prepared for the fact that the community could resist you. So real estate agents and landlords, take note. Property investors, take note. We are coming for you, and if you try to evict people into homelessness, we will be resistant.
Palaszczuk, let him stay. No evictions here today. Palaszczuk, let him stay. No evictions here today.
So we're at David's house in Taringa. David is about to be evicted by the Department of Housing from public housing. This is government-owned housing, and David is a disability pensioner. But the government is evicting him on the basis that his yard was too messy, which is a ridiculous reason to kick someone out into homelessness. David has some pretty intense mental health issues and is not the sort of person that the government should be kicking into homelessness. They should be supporting him and giving him the services and wraparound care that he needs so he can keep living in this place.
We look after our community. We are an amazing community, and David is a huge part of that community, and we're so grateful for everything that he brings to this community.
They're going to kick him out of this home, put him in temporary accommodation, put him through all the insecurity and the trauma that comes with that, just so they can go back to square one, get him to apply for the social housing waiting list once again, and then wait however long it takes for him to find an alternative to this property.
The government is saying that they're not evicting him into homelessness, that actually they're putting him up in a hotel, but they're making David pay for the hotel, and it's not really a long-term solution. The message to the state government is very clear: stop evicting people into homelessness. We're locking on today because we've realised that the system is stacked against tenants, both in the public sector and the private sector. If we don't resist directly in this way, the government will keep kicking people into homelessness. People talk about their housing crisis. It starts when landlords, including the state government, are willing to evict people without good reason. And so by resisting evictions at this point in the system, we're putting pressure on all levels of government and the private sector so that they know that if they do try to evict someone in the future, it's going to be a lot harder to do so. So the police were due to attend at 10 a.m. today and enforce the eviction warrant, but they backed down. We're still here, and it seems like the cops don't want to make a move when there are so many people from the community here who are willing to resist the eviction. So back outside David's house in Taringa again today. A warrant for eviction was due to expire at 6 p.m. today, so we all rocked up at about 2 p.m. The police had said that they were going to arrive at 3 p.m. to enforce the eviction warrant, but with so many of us here, the state government backed down and decided not to evict David today. Which means that David can stay in his place again, which is freaking great news. So an amazing show of community support and a really, I think, strong example of how collective power can win these struggles. Hopefully he'll be able to stay in his home long term. If not, we'll be back here again, and I think people are ready now to resist further actions like this. Ongoing direct resistance is a way of tipping the scales so that when a landlord or a real estate agent or indeed the public sector is saying, should we kick someone out, we say, well, it's going to be a lot harder, and that might make the difference and allow a few more people to remain in their homes.
What do we do when renters' rights are under attack?
Stand up, fight back!
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back!